You are welcome to Literature 247, a unique platform where literature is discussed every hour. This video is about a non-African novel titled To Kill a Mockingbird, written by Harper Lee. Earlier on this platform, we've discussed the plot summary, as well as chapters 1 to 25 of this novel on this platform. So you may request for the link to the previous videos on this novel if you need it. You can do that through the comment section and the links will be sent to you. So this is chapters 26 to 28 of To Kill a Mockingbird. I think we can still remember the death of Tom Robinson in prison. He was trying to escape from the prison and he was shot 17 times. Now after that, Bob Ewe is still threatening that there are still more people, specifically 2 people more to go. So Scout is entertaining fears about this, and in the last chapter, Jem is allaying her fear. Now let's see what happens next. School resumed, so the daily routine of passing through the Radley place. Jem is in the 7th grade in high school, while Scout is in the 3rd grade. Scout is no longer scared of Radley place, but still on in fighting. Mr. Nathan Radley is still being seen, but Boo Radley is not seen. They now see it's shameful trying to get Boo out of the house. Atticus warns the children against making any attempts on Boo Radley. He cautions them not to go near the house so that they will not be shot. Atticus is related to the state legislature unopposed. Scout views this odd in view of his shortcomings as a parent and the way the people look at him. There is a weekly current event that is observed in Scout's class. Each child will absorb the content of an item in the newspaper and deliver it to the class. This practice has a lot of positive impact on the children, but it didn't work well because few rural children have access to newspapers. One day, Cecil Jacobs brought a write-up on Hitler's persecution of the Jews. Someone then asked him when it was done why Hitler could get away with it. Miss Gates, their teacher, then responds by highlighting the difference between dictatorship and democracy. She explains further that in democracy, persecution is not allowed, and cites the United States as an example. Scout takes the deliberation home and the questions. Atticus and Jem observe the idea of hate and persecution. Scout finally gets around a question when she recalls what she heard Miss Gates said at the courthouse steps. Miss Gates said, let's go to what Miss Gates said. It's time somebody taught them a lesson. They were getting way above themselves, and the next thing they think they can do is to marry us. Quote and unquote. That's the statement from Miss Gates. Scout then asks Jem how Miss Gates can hate Hitler so much for what he does to the Jewish people. Jem refuses to respond because he's still annoyed with the verdict of the court. That is sentencing Tom Robinson. Now chapter 27. By the middle of October, Scout says 3 things happen to Macon citizens. The first thing is that Mr. Bob Ewe acquires and loses a job. Scout says he's the only man who has ever been fired from the Work Progress Administration for laziness. Ruth Jones, the welfare officer, says Mr. Ewe accuses Atticus of getting his job. This annoys her and she walks down to Atticus' office to inform him. Atticus responds that Ewe should have come to his office to say it to his face. The second thing is an intruder who tries to break into the home of Judge Taylor. The judge only saw a shadow, but the people were convinced it was Bob Ewe. I think you remember Judge Taylor, that's the judge that sat over the case. between Tom Robinson and Lee Ewers. Another thing is that Bob Ewers harasses Ellen Robinson, Tom Robinson's widow. It happens that Mr. Lindale, Tom Robinson's former employer, gives Ellen a job just for the upkeep of herself and the children. Ellen has to walk nearly a mile out of her way to avoid Ewers' harassment. It takes the intervention of Mr. Lindale from the harassment stop. Before the harassment stop, let's take that again. Ellen has to walk nearly a mile out of her way to avoid Ewers' harassment. It takes the intervention of Mr. Lindale before the harassment stops. He goes to Ewers' house and threatens to jail him if he disturbs Ellen again. So that is when Ewers stopped the harassment on Ellen, Tom Robinson's wife. Alexandra condemns Ewers' attitudes outright. She observes that the man is venting his anger on everybody connected with the case, despite that he had his way in the case. Atticus says he expects to be a hero after the case, but his hope is dashed. That is Ewers. He was expecting himself to be a hero, but the hope was dashed, according to Atticus. Scout described the new events of Halloween. The makeup lady said things will be different this year. The events will be held at the high school auditorium. There will be a pageant for the grown-ups, apple bobbing, taffy pulling, binding the tail of a donkey for the children. There will be a prize of 25 cents for the best Halloween costume created by the wearer. Mrs. Crenshaw designed Scout's Halloween costume to her satisfaction. She expects that every member of the family will follow her to the program, but Atticus says he will not be going. Likewise, Alexandra. Jem agrees to follow her to the event. Now, chapter 28 of To Kill a Mockingbird. The weather is warm on the last day of October and is the night of the play. Jem and Scout go to the school together for the play that goes well, despite a few embarrassing mistakes. They are on their way home and the atmosphere is scary. There is no moon and the wind is blowing. Jem says rain might fall before they get home. As they are going, they suspect that someone is following them. They break into a run, but Scout is knocked down and Jem tries to raise her up. Before they reach the road, the man gets hold of Jem. They are already around Bradley Place. They struggle while Scout tries to locate Jem in the pitch darkness. Suddenly, the person attacking Scout is thrown backward and flung to the ground by another stranger. Everything suddenly stops and a low man is standing near the tree, coughing. He walks about as if searching for something. He carries Jem and makes his way towards the road, going towards their house, while Scout follows at a distance. It's Bob Ewers that tries to attack the children there, and Bradley now come to their aid. That's what happens there. When Scout reaches the house, the man and the Atticus have carried Jem inside. Alexander runs out to help Scout. So it is Bradley that carried Jem from that scene to their house. She then puts a call through to Dr. Reno to come over. Atticus also put a call through to Sheriff and tells him that somebody is after his children. Dr. Reno arrives and observes Jem. He says the best he can do is to make Jem comfortable that night. Mr. Tate also arrives, that's the sheriff. Mr. Tate also arrives and goes to observe the scene of the attack. He finds Scout's dress and some bits of her costume. He also finds Bob Ewers' dead body at the scene. The body is stabbed by someone with a kitchen knife. It is indeed Bradley that stabbed Bob Ewers to death. Though it's Bob Ewers that brought the knife to attack the children, so Bradley used his knife to kill him. He stabbed him and he died instantly. So that is chapters 26 to 28 of To Kill a Mockingbird. So if you are new on this platform, try and click on the subscribe button and the bell icon so that you're part of this class. And whenever any video is produced, you are going to be notified. You are free to share this video on any social media platform. Like it. Invite your friends and colleagues to join us. The teachers in the house, so please introduce your students to this platform. If you have any question or you have any comment, just send it to the comment section and it will be attended to. Thank you and God bless.